Good morning, my dear students. So, in the last class, we have to discussing about in the first chapter the glimpses of the past. The glimpses of the past. So, what is early medieval age and what is the late medieval age? And in the early medieval age, the which those dynasties are ruled, and what are the changes in that moment, and after that the later medieval age, in during that period which dynasties are ruled the India, and which dynasties are very strong. And so we should mention that time duration for the early medieval age and later medieval age in such a way that we should study in that last class. And let us we will discussing about in this session the impact of the geographical features on Indian history. The impact of the geographical features of the Indian history. Indian history. Here, which facts should be impacted to, or it helps to the making the Indian history. It means geographically. The India, how should it has got a defense by the geographically it means the India had how should to protect it from the nature. How should protect it from the nature? Geography it means nature, and which mountain ranges it should be give the protections to the India for the foreign invaders, and where it was located. For example, the Mount Everest has located in northern part of the India. You should protected to India. It should protected to India by the foreign invaders. And in southern part of the India, the many rivers they have flown. Those are the give the protections to the India. And some oceans should be covered. Those are the geographical features of Indian history. Here, there is no some changes in the medieval Indian history. The chronology and geographically locations are two most important features in forming the history of the country. Which are those? The chronology. Chronology and geographical locations are the two most important features of forming the Indian history. Here, these two facts, the chronology and geographical locations are two most important features, isn't it? Chronology, it means the periodically and geographically. Already I told the India has got the defense from which things, that is geographically. Here, geographical locations of India played the significant role in the development of the Indian history. The geographical facts, it is very necessity. It is very essential for making the Indian history. The most of thing we wanted when we are studying the Indian history. That is very essential. Most of things is depending upon the geographical locations. So which are those facts? Which are those things? It helps to the making the Indian history by geographically. So which are the facts are very helpful to the making the Indian history. ನಾವು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ಓದಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ನಾವು ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಭೌಗೋಳಿಕ ಅಂಶಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗ್ತವ ಅವನ್ನ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಭೌಗೋಳಿಕ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥೈಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಅವಶ್ಯಕವಾಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಹೌದಾ? The Great Himalaya in the north always acted the barrier against the foreign invader. Yes, the first one is the Great Himalaya. Pandit nodri yadappa nammanna the India has protected by the barrier of the foreign invader. ಅಂದ್ರ ಪಾಶ್ಚಿಮಾತ್ಯರ ದಾಳಿಯಿಂದ ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಸೊ ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಹಿಮಾಲಯನ್. Great Himalaya. The Great Himalaya, yes, the North Himalaya is in the north. Yes, where it is? Here. See. Here in the north. In this part, the India, it has got protection from the foreign invaders, but they should stop, and they had acted like the port. They act like a port. Those Himalayas are located in the northern part of the India. So those who are entering into the India by illegally, so those the Himalayas acted like a port. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಪಾಶ್ಚಿಮಾತ್ಯರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ದಾಳಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎತ್ತರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಪ್ರದೇಶವನ್ನು ದಾಟಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವು ಕೋಟೆ ಗೋಡೆ ತರ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಭಾರತ ಆ ಒಂದು ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಪರ್ವತ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಯನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಭಾರತೀಯರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಅಂಡ್ foreign invaders, but the mountains passes like the Sibir and the Bolan allowed the travelers and the invaders to enter into through the northwest. Suppose the foreign invaders, they had passed and come to India in the northwest. The rivers in the northern plains helped the settlement of the invaders, the many cities, towns and development in these plains. Suppose they are not possible entering to the India in the northern part, and many the foreign invaders, they have entered to India from by this place. Here the many rivers they had flowing, and here in this place some plains areas are available. In this place the foreign invaders they are not entering to the India. It is highly impossible because the many rivers were flowing in this part, in this area. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಈ ಭಾಗದಿಂದ ಪಾಶ್ಚಿಮಾತ್ಯರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಪರ್ವತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಈ ಭಾಗದಿಂದ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಾರ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಲವಾರು ನದಿಗಳು ಹರಿಯಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಾವ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಆ ನದಿಗಳನ್ನ ದಾಟಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ entering into the India. Why? That is the reason is in the northeast direction the many rivers are flowing. That's why the foreign invaders are easily has not come to enter the India. And the rivers in the northern plains that help the settlement of the invaders, and many cities and towns develop in these plains. In this in this place the plains areas are there. Nowadays in that place the many families they had well settled and they had built the many buildings, and the development of the some cities, so it is called the many families they have stayed in the same place. The many big families they have stayed in the same place, that is called the cities. ಹಲವಾರು ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳು ವಾಸ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಪಟ್ಟಣ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಅಂತ ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Some other places you see that some other places like plains areas, when the man has looked at that place and suddenly they are thinking, oh, this is a good area for the staying, or it is a good area for our sheltering. Then let us start that constructing the buildings. That purpose, the so many families, the so many cities and towns are there settlement in this place. It is very highly impossible to come to the India for the foreigners. It is protected from the foreigners in this place. And we should study the geographical features, the geographical impacts of the India history. Here the rivers, northern plains, they help the settlement of the invaders. The many cities and towns located on the northern place. Those cities and towns they located in the northern part of the India. ಆ ಒಂದು ಬೃಹತ್ ನಗರ ಮತ್ತು ಪಟ್ಟಣ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವು ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಲ್ಪಟ್ಟವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಉತ್ತರ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು ತಲೆಯನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿದ್ದಾವಂತೆ. These cities and towns located on the northern plains where the Ganga and Yamuna and other rivers flowed became the center of the great significance of the many empires. Which are those rivers? The Ganga and Yamuna. Ganga and Yamuna rivers, they are flowing in the northern part of the India, and it gives a lot of informations, and it should give a lot of informations and make the significant role for some other empires, and located on the bank of the river Yamuna and located the bank of the river Ganga and Yamuna. Why? So what is those rivers are give some shelter to the great empires. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಗಂಗಾ ಮತ್ತು ಯಮುನಾ ನದಿ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಉದಯಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾಕೆ ನೆಲೆ ಊರಿದ್ವು ಅವು? ಆ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ತೋರಿದ್ವು? ಹೌ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದೇರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಎಂಪೈರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ರೀಸನ್ ಈಸ್, so in this place, so which are the fundamental needs for the people? Those fundamental needs they are highly available in this location. That's why the many empires they had started their ruling on the bank of the river Ganga and Yamuna. ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನೋಡಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಗಂಗಾ ಮತ್ತು ಯಮುನಾ ನದಿ ದಂಡೆಯ ಮೇಲೇನೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನೆರೆ ಊರಲ್ಪಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಆಗಲ್ಪಟ್ಟುವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆಗಳು ಹೇರಳವಾಗಿ ದೊರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ದ ಗುಡ್ ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, and we must want the good atmosphere or good nature for the living, the good drinking water, and the well fertilized soil will be there. Fertilized soil, when the river has flowing, it carried the well fertilized soil. For that purpose, that soil or that land, it is very useful to making the agriculture. It is that kind of the land we should want by the purpose of the good ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಆ ನದಿಗಳು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಟ್ ಫಲವತ್ತತೆಯ ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತು ತರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಕೃಷಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಭೂಮಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಲ್ಪಡ್ತಾವ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೋಸ್ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಹಂಗ್ರಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ fishing. That's why that purposely also some empires are located in the bank of the river Ganga and Yamuna. These are the very biggest and largest river in the northern part of the India. So those rivers also give the protections to the India. Did you understand? And in the southern region, the Vindhya and Saptapura acted the barrier of invader. The many peaks are there, which are those Vindhya and Saptapura. Sahatapura. These are the southern region Vindhya. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿಂಧ್ಯ ಪರ್ವತ, ಸಪ್ತ ಪರ್ವತಗಳು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸಪ್ತಪುರ ಪರ್ವತಗಳು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅವು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಯನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸ್ತಾವ. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ವರ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯೂ ರೂಲರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೌತ್ ಹೂ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. ಸಮ್ ರೂಲರ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಯೂನಿಕ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. They started in that areas. And the territories of Cholas, already I told, the many empires they are ruled in the Ganga and Yamuna bank of the river. And also, so which are those empires they had ruled in India? In the Cholas and Pandyas had long coastline. Therefore, they developed strong navies. The India it should cover the about 3 part covered the ocean. During the ancient period, the Cholas and Pandyas they made the role or ruled the India for many years, for many hundred years. So during their period, they have got a good navy. Why? The export and import purpose. They had a good navy. Navy it means the goods it export to the other countries, and some other those who wants the things they import from the other countries, they should go to by the boat or the ship, that is navy. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳಿಸೋದು, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ವಸ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಿಂದ ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದಂಥ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ರಫ್ತು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮುದ್ರಯಾನದ ಮೂಲಕ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೇವಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ದೇ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ದೇರ್ ಎಂಪೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಓಷಿಯನ್. The Cholas and Pandyas they established their own empire across the Indian Ocean. Which ocean? Indian Ocean. So which empires are established their own empires on the Indian Ocean? The Cholas and Pandyas. They had established their own empire in the Indian the bank of the Indian Ocean, isn't it? Okay, did you understand? So these are the impact of the geographical features of the Indian history. ಈ ಭಾರತದ ಇತಿಹಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಭೌಗೋಳಿಕವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅವು ಸಹಾಯಕ ಬರ್ತಾವ, ಭೌಗೋಳಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಗಮನಿಸಬಹುದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್. Which mountain give the protection from the foreign invaders? Which mountains give the protection from the foreign invaders? Next one. Which are the rivers? Which are the rivers? Which are the rivers? Which are the rivers are there in the northern plains? Northern plains. Next, third one is which were the empires? Which were empires